Good evening, folks. This is Barking Madly, and yeah, that's the moon, so I guess I'm barking madly at the moon. This is the second or third time I've actually tried this one. It's on amateur radio, not safety, but just precautions to take. I was watching the Doomsday Preppers video, again, just to get some more information off of it, and I happened to realize that everybody's favorite YouTube prepper on it, Desarty1, he had his amateur radio handle exposed. The reason I'm doing this video over is the last one I shot, I actually said what it was, but I figure I'm not going to publicize it. Maybe he's publicized it on his channel, but it's not for me to do that. So, but at any rate, the reason why it's something a bit to be careful of is if you know where to look, and there's really easy places to find it. You can link someone's radio handle with their street address, and in some cases, telephone number and email address. But it always has a street address. Which means if you happen to let your handle slip out on the internet, on YouTube in particular, or on television, people can look you up and find out where you live. That's not necessarily the wisest thing. As we've seen, the folks here on YouTube and in the internet in general can be a malicious bunch of fuckers. And just giving that information out willy-nilly is not necessarily the smartest thing you can do. Sorry about that. My camera it's not the greatest, but at any rate, just thought I'd put that out as a bit of warning. If you do happen to get your amateur radio license, be careful in what kind of an audience you give out your handle to. Like if you've noticed Mike over at Shall Not Be Infringed, he's clearly got his amateur license, but from what little bit I've noticed, he hasn't given out his handle. He's given out the handles from other QSOs, which is basically, a QSO is just when you meet and greet with somebody that's not somebody that you normally hang out with or talk to. And he's published those cards and his grandparents' cards, but he hasn't given, or maybe it was his uncle's, pardon me, but he hasn't given out his. If you've also noticed, I haven't given out mine. I'll give you the prefix of mine. Mine's Kilo Juliet, and that just basically means I'm in Southern California. There's many thousands of us here, so I'm not exactly giving anything out. If you happen to watch USNER Doc, he gives out his handle quite freely, and that's fine. He doesn't really have anything that I would consider even remotely frictional or on the edge, or he's not talking politics or anything like that. He's just talking about telling people how to prep, how to save their lives, and how to do a good job of first aid. So this channel, I'm sure I'll piss somebody off at some point, so I'm not going to do it. If anybody that, if you are interested in getting my handle, if you're someone that I chat with on, through PMs or something like that, probably be willing to give it to you, but at any rate, I'm just not going to publicize it here. At any rate, that's just something I wanted to pass on for those of you that are not into amateur radio but are thinking about it. Just be careful how you spread that information. Anyway, this is Barking Madly, and I'm still barking at the moon. Later.
Hey, just to kind of put a finer point on it, what you're looking at right now is a Google Maps overhead view of Desarty's house. Not going to say where it is, but I can recognize a couple of the outhouses, or whatever you want to call them, from his videos. So, at any rate, the wrong information into the wrong hands, and loose lips and all that shit. So, anyway, be smart. Take care.